do you want to introduce yourselves quickly? We can just pass the mic, and you can give yourself a little bio or something.
Cool.
I'm John Bergin. I play bass in Calico Blue. 22. Studying journalism at UMass.
Is that a good bio? A real student.
Calico Blue 22.
I'm Sarah. I'm 22, going on 23. Graduating from architecture at UMass and living in the area and loving it. I'm singing.
I'm Billy, 21, the babe of the group. I'm about to graduate from UMass as well. I'm a kinesiology student, living alive and well here in Amherst, Mass.
Ooh, this is a nice mic. I'm Eli. I guess I play guitar in the band. I'm still a student. Yeah, this was awesome, like, that you guys were able to have us here.
Yeah, beautiful studio.
ACTV.
I know, we've been waiting to have you guys for a few weeks. Keep on, like, faking us out. It was so mean, but...
I kept getting sick. Actually, I was sick today, too, but I was like...
Oh, me too. It's like the cough. Everyone's getting the cough for finals, but...
Lingers.
Thank you guys for finally coming out. This was a great performance. And you mentioned that you were playing a lot of songs from your new album coming up in March, did you say? Yeah. So do any of you guys want to speak to the new album? Is it actually going to be called Calico 2? I think you said in an article, I believe. Is there a title that will be coming out?
No.
Not yet.
Well, yeah. I don't think we don't have a title yet or anything, but we got some local artists coming up with the design, and we're going to be recording with Converse Rubber Tracks, which is super exciting because we were going to try to do it all by ourselves again, but it just takes a really long time, and it's such a beautiful opportunity to be able to work with Converse, so we're going to do that.
Yeah, slash. Let me take this for a second.
Slash.
I guess, yeah, we've tried to record our own for a while. We did it 2 summers ago, but it involved, I don't know, I just didn't really want to sit in front of a computer for hours, I guess. I'm definitely a control freak about it, but it doesn't work when I'm a control freak but also don't do it, so then we just don't get it done.
All right, well, wonderful. Well, I'll keep a tab out to listen to that. And also, I was reading some articles about just how you guys found each other and came across, and I thought it was like a really cool and random story that's sort of inspiring to anybody out there that doesn't have like that set band. I know in 8th grade, I was always like, I want to form a band, but I have no friends. But, I mean, friends that would be in a band. But it sounded like you two started out, and then you found Billy and John here. Do you have anything to speak to that? Or?
Yeah. I'll hop in. Yeah, why not? Throw it in there. Yeah. So Billy started out at UMass. We went to the same high school, so we've been friends for years, I think. And I transferred here in the spring of my freshman year and started hanging out a lot at Greeno's sub shop, where Eli was working at the time. And I became good friends with Eli. And then we just found out that we both played music. We had a lot of common interests.
He literally just invited us to a party.
Yeah.
It
was a big freezer.
Rolled a big freezer down the road.
Yeah, it was a...
Making milkshakes.
Yeah, and I invited, it was my birthday party, and I invited Eli to my birthday, and he was like, I'm going to bring my friend Sarah. She's a singer, et cetera, et cetera. And then we met at this party, all 4 of us, in my room, and just decided to start playing the next weekend. We were like, let's play. Are we free next Saturday? Let's play. And then we started playing. And Postman was one of the first, like, probably the first song we played
And
that time.
And
Yeah.
that was me and Eli were in the same studio class, same architecture class, like Simon and Garfunkel. So I've been told. I've been told that. So apparently it's like a lucky place to find people. But and I was specifically very like kind of closed off, like doing my work, like the quiet kid in the corner. But Eli would play music, and I'd be like, oh, I like his music. And then we played music together, and then met these goons. It was great. Yeah, exactly.
All right. It was really funny because we started out as like a banjo and vocal duo, Sarah and I, playing like Black Sheep Open Mic, which is shout out to Black Sheep Open Mic, great spot. That's how we got our start. But yeah, we went from banjo to like playing like just like folky stuff, which is nothing wrong with it, but
Wasn't really us.
we were both just like, this is not what we want to make.
That's kind of like the difference between our first album and like the next one that's coming. The first one is like has like a lot of folk influence. A lot of folk influence that is probably gonna go away a little bit, and it's a little bit more experimental and funky.
Well, We all enjoy funky, at least I do. I loved it. So that sounds amazing. And I'll just to finish up your name, Calico Blue. And so how did you guys come up with this feeling of a name?
Whoa.
Billy, give your artistic
Yeah,
I mean-
Billy has a perfect answer.
Yeah, I didn't come up with the name. I joined the band with the name already installed. I remember the first time we played together at the end, I was like, oh, like, what should we call this? And you guys were like, oh, it's Calico Blue, don't worry. Like, that's what it is. And I was like, okay, interesting. And there's like never a really concrete reason behind it, but it kind of like grew into a very like fitting feeling. I don't know. It just like, yeah, it sounds right and it just like sits right. Calico Blue, like the weird, like the light, I don't know. Like these lights right now, it feels kind of good. It like just feels like Calico Blue. And saying it just feels nice, you know. So.
Calico Blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flash.
You know.
He's the babe.
The milkshakes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys. So now I know to eat milkshakes or drink milkshakes for the Billy Shakes. That's amazing. And now I know Calico Blue. I'm really glad you guys didn't go with like Calico Yellow. Like it just, it's not mellow. But thank you for playing, and we'll definitely look out for you. You guys are still playing house shows, I believe, even though you're like famous and went on tour.
Well, house
To-
venues.
House and venues, yeah.
We'll be playing, I think, a venue in Northampton soon. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but we're gonna kind of take a hiatus to record, and then in March we're gonna kick off something. So.
All right, so we'll all tune in to Calico Blue in March for the new album that is yet to be named. Very mysterious. But I think we are all looking forward to it. And again, thank you from Amherst Media for coming out, you guys. Thank you.
This is awesome.
I want to make a suggestion. Surf banjo.
Surf banjo.
I've thought about it. I kind of want to bring it back.
We'll see that. We'll see it. You guys can test it out here.
I think like if I put it through this amp.
It could be surfgrass.
Me and this mic are becoming best friends.
That's wild that